New South Wales Deputy Premier John Barilaro's extraordinary full-frontal attack on Malcolm Turnbull reflects a rising panic in the ranks of his state colleagues about the knock-on effect of an increasingly unpopular federal coalition government. Shortly after agreeing with 2GB's Alan Jones on Friday morning that the Prime Minister should step down to give Australians a Christmas gift, the New South Wales Nationals leader revealed his motivation. At this rate, the baseball bats will be taken to a state government well before the federal election, and that would be a travesty for the people of New South Wales and this nation, he said. The prospect of Mr. Turnbull not calling a federal election before the New South Wales government must go to the polls in March 2019 opens the way for the electorate to vent its frustration over an unpopular coalition government. One senior Liberal confirmed it is a genuine concern being discussed at a party level as the Turnbull government falls further behind Bill Shorten's opposition in the opinion polls. Of particular concern to Mr. Barilaro will be the looming threat of the Shooters, Fishers and Farmers Party and Pauline Hanson's One Nation in regional New South Wales. It's a fear that will be particularly acute in Mr. Barilaro's own seat of Moro, which he holds on an uncomfortably thin margin of 2.5%. Every now and again a leader has to differentiate themselves from the Liberal Party, the senior Liberal said. I am not going to be critical of him for that. I understand his frustration. But another senior Liberal told Fairfax Media the intervention was stupid. Disunity is death, he said. I think we should be as united as possible. Sure, we have things we disagree on. But I don't think it helps the coalition in publicly condemning a Prime Minister. I can't believe he did it. A third New South Wales Liberal said, it's just appalling that he would openly attack and undermine the Prime Minister, one of his own colleagues. New South Wales Nationals MP and former Minister Kevin Humphries said Mr. Barilaro's comments were not helpful. I can understand why he is frustrated, but I think it's inappropriate for someone at that level to call on the Prime Minister to stand down, Mr. Humphries said. If I was unhappy with Mr. Barilaro's performance, I would talk to Mr. Barilaro. It's just a shock jock response. Mr. Turnbull responded by accusing Mr. Barilaro of trying to ingratiate himself with Alan Jones. Former Deputy Prime Minister Barnaby Joyce, who is contesting a by-election in his old seat of New England on Saturday after resigning from Parliament over the dual citizenship issue and hoping to be returned as federal national leader, did not welcome the comments. The worst possible insult in politics is you've done something unhelpful, worse than drowning a dog, worse than murder, he reportedly told Guardian Australia. This is definitely in the category of very unhelpful. New South Wales Premier Gladys Berejiklian issued a statement, saying, Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull has my full and absolute support. Mr. Barilaro has expressed a personal view which I do not share. Mr. Barilaro is well aware of my position.